Good morning, everyone. I'm here. Actually, this is my husband and me's bedroom. Me, my husband, and I's bedroom. But for some reason, Joshua woke up because he's used to staying with us in the bedroom, and he came here this morning to join us. My husband is working out, and I still haven't slept. We actually arrived here in our place that we're gonna be living in after midnight, and I had to edit a vlog because I did not finish editing something, and then I have to finish. And then I was like, you know what? Since I'm not sleepy, I think it's jet lag. Because right now it's 3 p.m. in Botswana. And here right now is 6 p.m. 6 a.m. And my body is still in Botswana because I was sleeping at the time that we arrived here. And yeah, that's what's going on. We arrived safely. I cannot wait to show you guys my surrounding and where I live. But today, since I cannot sleep and I cannot leave Michael because he may fall, and Joshua, they may fall, I'm loving it here. But let me just right now address the elephant in the room. Yes, this is the big elephant in the room. Where do I start? Where do I start? First, let me start by saying I thank God for all my subscribers that are really, really invested in my family, in their lovers, their concern. Some people are saying, why did you move? And some people are even making an assumption that, oh, now, I've been noticing in your channel that you don't have a say, your husband controls you and stuff like that. As much as some people see that as offensive, I see that as a compliment because for me, I'm here to follow my husband in everything. I submit to my husband in everything. As much as that's an unpopular statement to make, I'm really, really glad that they say that I trust this man. I trust all the decisions that he makes. If he says something, I listen because I know he was given to me by God and I have to submit to him. But that's not the case. Actually, it could be further from the truth. I mean, we both sit down and I cannot say anything unless my husband has agreed to it. Same thing with him. We cannot post anything until there's a mutual agreement between us. I feel like that's a very important thing in marriage, sharing and stuff. I believe that with all my heart. But let me say this. Unless you are married to a foreigner, don't just say stuff like you don't understand. My husband and I are both foreigners to each other's country. My husband is married to a foreigner from Botswana, and then I am married to a foreigner from America. Both of us have families that we came back from. That is one thing that I want a lot of you to get, that we are both foreigners to each other. And what will happen if we all decide to stay in Botswana and we abandon my husband's family? My husband's family will not be happy as much, even my husband will not be happy. Or what will happen if my husband decide, okay, let's go and stay in in America and never know to visit her family? I mean, you all know how much our families mean to us, both of us. And it's one thing, let me just go on this preaching. When you marry a foreigner, these are the things that we have to think about. Will I be able to be separated from my family? I hope I'll not make anyone cry because I've met girls that the husband say, you're not going back to your country. And the girl will be crying, saying, I miss my mommy, I miss my family. And they will be crying without doing anything. Fortunately, and thanks to the Lord, I married a man that really understand the value of both families. And we want all our kids to know the family of America. We want all our kids to know the family of Botswana. They are both from both roots, and God has created that to happen. And let me say this, if we are to follow our culture, we will not even go to Botswana, because in our culture, a woman leaves their mother, their family, and they go to the husband's family. We will not be able to go to Africa, to Botswana at all. But thankfully, my husband made this happen, that we can be able to visit both countries. And that's the elephant in the room. So why did we move? Why did we move back to America? The main thing is that our kids miss grandma and grandpa. Our kids miss seeing them. And we really value the importance of making sure that the kids know both parts of the family. I know that some people it's not feasible, and especially with this COVID, I definitely emphasize English. I definitely sympathize with you if you are only in one family, because a lot of people that are making these comments are married to both. I mean, not foreigners, and some people sometimes. Yesterday, I was actually having this conversation with teacher when she was taking me to the airport that it can be difficult. And will I marry a foreigner? Yes, because I believe that my husband, I'll marry him even if he was from a very crazy country, because this man is mine. Like, this man is all that I ask for in a man. And I will not be ashamed of that. I love this man because he puts the needs of our families first. So, will I advise my kids? Oh, I hope I'm not making noise. Will I advise my kids to marry a foreigner? Definitely, but this is what I'll say to them. My husband is not here. If he doesn't approve this email, this message, this video, you guys will not see this video. But if he approves it, you'll see this video. But I'm just saying this because he's outside working out. But will I advise my children to marry to foreigners? We have talked about this to my husband. One thing that you're going to tell our kids is that if you marry someone that is far, think of this. Okay, I know you love the person with all your heart. I know you can cross mountains for this person, but also think of this. Can I live without my family, the other part of the family? The answer is no. That's still fine. You can live without a family. Ask yourself, do I have the financial means or the emotional means to be able to visit my other type of family? And if they say yes, then that's fine. If they say no, they have to also think, but can I still live without my mom? For example, we're going to get old. I mean, if God gives us more days, we're going to get old to where we're going to miss our kids. But can they visit us? Can they come to us to see us? Can it be like Abraham when he died? Can it be like on Jacob when he died? I mean, Jacob when he died, I mean, we have to see these people, it was actually the woman that left the family and went to the family of the husband. And when Jacob died, he saw all the children. We believe that there comes a point when our old parents need to see their grandchildren, need to see their children. And especially on my husband's side, I mean, if I'm married, I better follow that family. And these are the things that we have thought about. We've talked about them, and honestly, is the things that we're going to teach our children. Definitely marrying from different tribes and marrying from different families is definitely some type of a challenge. And we thank God that our kids are able to go from family to family. And some of you were saying that now your kids are better off in Africa. Your kids are better off in Botswana. And we agree with that. But aren't our kids also better off seeing grandma and grandpa in America? So we've made a decision that at this point, since they're still at the preschool age, we're going to homeschool our children. And as we homeschool our children, as we learn to see what's going to be best and the best decision for them, then we live half of the year in Botswana, half of the year in America. That way both families see the children. That way both families are happy. Right now, my mom is not happy because we left her, but she has to understand that I'm married. She gave me away. I was purchased. And that's the reality of my culture, that actually my husband is doing me a big favor. Let's forget about our emotions at this point. He's making me a huge favor to let me go back to Botswana. Some husbands, they tell the wives that I don't have the financial means to take you back to your country. And guess what? If you're married, you have to live with that. But I believe that we are so fortunate and so blessed to live this life. I hope this elephant in the room will really, really clear out this thing. And yes, when we moved to Botswana at that time, we were thinking that we'll go forever. But our kids kept on saying mama and papa. And my husband and I, we talked about it and say, you know what? They need nana and papa. And that's one thing that we can never say no to. I hope this was really addressing this elephant in the room, because the more I try to really try to think that you people will understand this decision. The more I receive the comments, and people say, I'm confused. I thought we were building a house in Botswana. Yes, we are building that dream house in Botswana. And that's the reality of the life that we have chosen to live. It's a decision that we have decided to make. And it's a decision that if you're not married and you're watching this video, it's something to think about. That, oh, I want to marry that man that is far. Can you be able to live without both families? And thankfully to us, we can live half a year here, half a year there. And with COVID, it could change. We could live all our lives in America, or we could live all our lives in Africa. Our lives are in the arm of the Lord. We don't know what the Lord is going to do in the next. But at this point, we thank the Lord that we are able to come here. Our kids are thrilled to see Mama and Papa. So I hope it makes all sense, and this elephant in the room will not be the topic of discussion.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep. I'm just not tired.
The kids are in love with Papa. They are actually right now back there with Papa. And me, I'm here just waiting to go out for a walk. And yeah, that's how it's going, guys. Look at how nice this backyard is. So we are having a good time. My husband is actually looking into buying me a new wheelchair so that I can be able to not sit down more, but to just like move around. For example, that place, I cannot walk with my legs. I need a chair. So it's nice, it's fun, and everyone is having a good time. We're actually getting ready to go out for a walk and go there and have fun. So nice stuff.
I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside, and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you.
Wow, look at our neighborhood.
I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside, and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. Understand that we get one chance,
from the park. I walked 15 minutes and it felt like an hour. It's been months. I didn't want to share myself walking because it was a little embarrassing, but it is what it is. But as time goes on, I'm gonna show finally walking with my legs. Hopefully to take me a week or so to make it 30 minutes, but I walked 15 minutes today and I was it felt like a long time. But you know what? I'll make progress. Right now where are we going?
We're going around looking for a wheelchair.
Yeah, we're going to look for a wheelchair to buy. We found some place where we could rent, but the problem with renting is that it's $65 a month, right? $57 a month, and that's a lot as compared to if we just buy our own. So not our own, my own. So let's see how it goes. I'm excited. I cannot wait to show you guys the haul. And welcome to Oregon, my new place. This place reminds me more of Canada, but without mountains. The greenery of Ottawa. I lived in a capital city of Canada called Ottawa. So it's very nice. So sweaty. Coming from winter to coming to summer, it's just strange, isn't it? The kids, even their bodies are like, what's going on? So let's do this. I hope we'll find a wheelchair. Wish me luck if you're watching this video.